Here's where we differentiate it a little bit. The number 5 in the Rocky series, for me, the next to worst one, and it's not all that bad. I like the movie. Is Rocky 3.
I love Rocky 3.
I like Rocky 3, but to me, it's the next worst one in the series because Mr. T, that's fun. I love the Hulk Hogan fight. That was just amazing. You got Rocky, who's all like, you get to see Rocky be successful a little bit, which is fun. You get to see him have a little bit of money, and then it turns out that Mickey's been handpicking his fights for him, which is a nice little boxing touch to it. I like that. I love the Hulk Hogan thing. And then you've got when Apollo decides to trade him, you've got maybe the most homosexual, not meant to be homosexual scenes ever, where they're running on the beach in the short shorts and hugging in the sand and whatever. Like, it's funny as shit. I love it, but I don't know, that movie, it just didn't carry the same weight as the other ones. When Mickey died, Rocky gave a really good performance, how upset he was, and it was still a great movie, but to me, it just doesn't come close to the other ones.
Mine's Rocky fucking 6. I'm sorry, no, dude, for Rocky 3, what you just described, there's no way. The emotional impact and what they were doing with Rocky 3 and how they were describing Rocky getting the success and going to say, the Eye of the Tiger with Survivor came out. You lost the fucking edge. You lost it because now you have all this fame and all this great things around you, and so you don't have that edge. Clubber Lang's up there with Mr. T. He's going to put your ass in the fucking casket until you get on, and Mickey's going to be like, no, you don't have the eye anymore. But see, in Rocky 6, it's like, I got a restaurant now. I got things going for me. Adrian's dead, but you know what? I'll go back in the ring with this fat fucking overweight fucking boxer and I'll fight him one more time, but I'll come to a draw. But I'm going to lose. I lost. I didn't like that. I just didn't like the way that they described Rocky in the new one, because it's like Rocky... It was like he got a little bit better from Rocky 5. Like, he's actually started making a little bit of a grub for himself. He's got a little bit of cash now. But at the same time, he's still in the fucking street. He's still not, and he's like a joke. Like, when he's walking around his waiters, like, tell me about your stories. He's like, oh, and he's just like a clown now. He's not like the Rocky that I remember. He's not the Rocky that he wants to be. I mean, I didn't give a shit about this villain. I didn't care. He really felt like a villain that was like, it didn't matter if he won. He had no like heart. He didn't have any honor. He didn't have any integrity. So when Rocky loses the championship, he's like, "You're a great champion." It didn't feel sincere. It just felt like another dude, another chump that would have been like Clubber Lang or like a fucking Ivan Drago that fucking won the belt. It's like that would not be what Rocky would give it over to. There's no way you can tell me that guy had integrity or honor to carry on the legacy of a boxing champion.
Well, I don't think that was the point. I think the whole point of him losing the fight was that it had nothing to do with Tarver. It had to do with the fact that Rocky didn't care. He went in. It's right back to Rocky 1. He went in, he went the distance, he fought his best fight, and that's why he walks out of the ring and is already getting cheers and stuff before they even name off who won, because it's the fact that he went in there and stood it and took his best shot. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. I agree with you, everything. I want to see Rocky be more successful than they
Well, they had the alternate ending where he did win.
Yeah, but I wanted to see Rocky be more successful in this than they did show him, and I agree with you on that. And it's close for me.
Well, it's like he owned a Chili's.
Right.
It's like, I have a Chili's restaurant.
But for me, like, and this will just tie right into the next one. My next one...
for your fourth one?
Yeah, my fourth one was going to be Rocky Balboa, and I love this movie. But the reason that I think you're right about everything that you're saying, but I think that this movie had maybe as the most emotional impact since the first Rocky movie. When you go into the two scenes that make me cry like a little bitch every time. Which first, I don't like the fact that Adrian's just dead out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's because she wouldn't come back.
But no, she would come back.
She
agreed to come back, and they decided they both decided mutually. She actually made a statement. No, I was willing to come back. They were willing to have me back. We decided it's better for the character to give him something more driven towards. But the reason that Rocky Balboa was more than Rocky 3 to me is for the simple fact that those two speeches were maybe the two best speeches of the entire Rocky series to me. When he's talking about his son and he's saying out there, that one conversation when he's saying, he's like, "Quitters do that and that ain't you!" I fucking love that scene. The whole, it ain't about how hard you can hit, it's about how much you can take and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. I fucking love that, dude.
Do you have a videotape I can
Dude, I put that on I listen to that when I work out sometimes.
Oh, wow, okay.
I fucking love, those are the two of the best speeches in the whole Rocky franchise to me. I know the movie's not just built on that, but not just that, but when he's talking to the guys, they don't want to give him his license. Well, and his whole aspect is he's like, who are you to tell me what I can't do with my own life? If somebody's willing to put in the work and do what they want, and then you've got the old trainer come back and say, "It's time to build some hunting bombs." I loved it. I fucking loved it. And plus, you've got more of a stake. It seemed like in Rocky 3 and some of the other movies, they were trying to manufacture some sort of like obstacle for him because he'd already been through the top. In this one, it's a clear obstacle. It's age, and it's the worst thing that nobody can do.
That almost seems manufactured, though. That's my problem.
How old he was.
But I'm saying, but that's manufactured. He'd get back in the ring at 65,000 years old to fight this guy, and not to be, like, he could still throw down. He could still fucking do it. But at the same time, this guy's a chump. The guy they picked to carry on the legacy
it's Klitschko, dude.
Yeah, but dude, it's not Klitschko because this guy doesn't care. Like, he's sitting there fat as fuck. He doesn't care. Even when at the end, when he's fighting the legend of Rocky Balboa. He just doesn't seem like a character. Maybe that's a discredit to what they were writing in the script. Maybe Tarver's just not a good actor. Maybe he didn't bring the impact that they wanted him to bring. He didn't have integrity. He didn't have class. He just didn't seem like a guy.
He's supposed to be a bad guy.
Yeah, but dude, at the same time, he's supposed to be a bad guy, but at the same time, when he loses the belt to him, when he loses the fight, he's supposed to be the guy that's like, you know what, I respect what we've done. I respect that what you brought to the boxing, and I respect the sport. He reminded me of Damon Wayans in Great White Hype. Like, whoop, there it is. Like, he grabbing his dick and
I
shit.
just think it's, they're trying to,
like, I think that
the movie was, it wasn't about the bad guy, because if you had this unstoppable, unbeatable bad guy, then the old ass man Rocky would never have a shot.
That's what was always great about Rocky, though. There was the unbeatable guy. There was the guy, the little guy that can beat. That's why Rocky 5 failed. That's why Rocky, to me, well, it's one of the reasons. Like, Tommy Gunn is not the fucking villain that everybody wants to see. Like, he's not an Ivan Drago. He's not an Apollo Creed. He's not a Clubber Lang.
It was age, though. It wasn't Tarver.
It's not. I'm not talking about it's age. I'm just saying but they were shoehorning that in. Like, one more time, get in the ring with the champ. It's dumb. Like, and then they had like the video thing on ESPN. It was like, who would win in a fight against the young Rocky and this guy? And it's like, oh well, it would be Rocky. And then he gets all mad. He's like, fuck that. I mean, he didn't say fuck that, but I'm just saying he got this. It just, I didn't like the guy. There was nothing about him that was like redeemable.
I just don't think he was meant to be the main villain. Like I said, I think the main villain was meant to be age in this movie.
Well, that's really reading deep into it with Socrates shit. I mean, I'm not. I mean, it is, but it's like
I will give
it's
you.
like
I
you got
the whole Marie thing. I thought that was weird. Like when he kissed her on the lips, like, did you guys fuck?
I know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We'll agree to disagree on that.
Yeah.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.